Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, today I have something really important to chat with you about. Today I'm going to be sharing about how we need to all own our expertise and how by owning our expertise we can really increase our profits. All right, so I'm Leslie Tagorda. Hi, Ariane. I'm Leslie Tagorda, and I know that you already mostly know me. I'm a brand navigator, and I am an expert at helping women entrepreneurs gain confidence and clarity in their brands so that they can grow their businesses. All right. So this is kind of the seed of my entire teachings. Hi, Tamla. Good morning. Um, no problem, Ariane. I'll be talking about you though. So anyway, today, let me start with this question for you. Are you an expert in anything? Right? Now, I would love if you shared your expertise here. I know that I've been asking earlier in this group about your expertise. And if you struggle about like really owning your expertise, do not worry, right? We all have struggled around here. I've heard people talk about this before. Well, I'm kind of good at this, but so and so is better. Or always like not being able to claim your expertise because you assume that, there's somebody who has like 10 years more experience, that they're so much better than you. Well, really, you are an expert, and there's always going to be somebody that is more of an expert than you. That's just the fact, right? But there's also always going to be somebody that is like one step or two steps or five steps behind you in which you can help. So when we really take the time to clarify where our area of expertise is and clarify the exact type of people that really need our help, this grows our confidence because we're getting really clear of what we can do and what we can't do. And this clarity and this confidence adds to our value, how we talk about our offering, right? Our messaging, to whom we are sharing our message. This increases our value. And of course, our perceived value increases our profits. And Ariane, oh my gosh, yes, she is the pricing ninja, and the pricing is totally up her alley. She is a whiz at looking at your business numbers and telling you this, like helping you figure out the sweet spot of your pricing. And now all of this has to do with expertise and branding, right? So in our brands, when we are super clear about who we can really help and what we really do best, right? Our area of expertise. Then blended in, of course, we'll be talking more about how we do what we do and kind of our superpowers, right? This is also something that we often dismiss, like, well, we're so good at it. Of course, like, wouldn't anybody else be good at it? No. The thing is, like, this is all about you. And so how you are able to talk about your expertise and get really excited and show your confidence and be super clear about your area of expertise. Can you see how this is like just the root of your brand? Now, again, I was talking about the struggles, right? I've been there before. This is why I can talk about it so much. This is why I am an expert at helping women entrepreneurs find confidence and clarity, because I spent 15 years with no confidence and no clarity, right? You may or may not have heard my story that I have a web design business and I have this branding business. And for essentially 15 years, I was designing websites and brands for customers, and we were getting, pretty good results. People liked my designs. My clients loved their designs that I did for them. But I was caught in this cycle of comparison. I was always looking at so-and-so designer, oh my God, she's so awesome. Or looking at this development company, I'm like, wow, look at all that they've done. And I was never really looking inward and seeing and owning and claiming all of the wonderful successes that I've already been doing for clients. So I want to share this with you, is that don't wait 15 years to be able to own your expertise. I don't care if you've only been doing your business for 1 year, or you're just getting started, or you've been doing it for 15 or 20 years. It doesn't matter at what stage of your business that you're in. You are an expert at something. And the sooner that you can claim that expertise, the sooner you can grow your profits. Okay. So we've been talking a little bit by why this is so important, right? This is in my Crystallize program. I'll be talking a little bit more about Crystallize later. This is my zone of genius when I am working with customers. I really help women entrepreneurs see and reflect and validate their zone of genius, their expertise. I can see this in their astrological chart, but more so, I can see this in the excitement that people have when they talk about what they do and how they love doing what they do. There are lots of keys, and sometimes, we get so stuck in, oh, we're doing this for this client, we're doing that for this client, and we're just kind of saying yes to everybody because we're stuck in that mindset of scarcity that we just say yes to everybody, and we're not like actually focusing in our expertise. Now, when we don't focus in our expertise and we're just saying yes to every project that comes in our way because we're like, oh my God, I need this project because I need money. Oh my God, I need this customer because I need money. Even though it's not really falling in perfectly in our area of expertise, we are confusing our value. We are discrediting what we really know, and we are decreasing our impact, right? Hi, Natalie. And so when we decrease our impact, then we're not getting the results that we can really ultimately get for our ideal customers, because we're settling and we're saying, oh, well, I'm pretty good at that. That's not really in my expertise, but I'm going to help you anyway because I know I can help you, but it's not in our expertise. So I want you to get really clear with, okay, if this is my expertise, say no to the work that comes in your path. Even though you can do it, if you're not an expert in it, if it doesn't spark joy, then do not do it, because it will lessen your impact. And when you lessen your impact on the results that you get for your customers, you lessen your value. And when you lessen your value, you feel like shit. And when you feel like shit, you can't work confidently. And when you can't work confidently, it emanates from your pores. You like, there's like vibe that you get. And when you have that vibe, people can sense it and they will not buy from you. It's this crazy, everything is so mixed up in there, all of these layers. Okay, so we talked about, I'm sorry, I have my notes because there's so many things that I don't want you to miss. So this is how you do it, right? You can look to your astrological chart, right, to see where your strengths are and what you really love doing. Maybe you look to your 6th house to see what in your service to others, what is activated in your 6th house. Maybe you looked at your 10th house, your public life, what you're really supposed to be like doing to get, fame, not really fame, but like really impact with the public. Right? You can look there. Or you can just really look to what you're already doing right now. What you're already doing right now. Some of us are super clear in our expertise, but if you're not super clear of your expertise, what do you love doing? What is really good? What are you really good at? What is almost like a second nature that you kind of already just dismiss, right? Because maybe you're super good at something and you just assume that other people are really good at it, but that is not the case. I was just talking to somebody in Crystallize yesterday. We had our strategy meeting, and she's an amazing astrologer, and she's starting up a new program that's going to help women who choose to have a divorce move through their divorce with purpose, with meaning, so that they can create their next dream life, right? And as we were talking about her brand and how she's going to present her brand, the thing that kept on coming up for me for her is that she is just extremely loving and compassionate and kind. And we were talking about that because her rising sign is Cancer. And she couldn't see for herself that she was just this kind, compassionate being, and that how valuable that was. She's like, well, I'm a mom. Everybody is kind and compassionate. And I was like, no, that's not true. Like, I'm a mom too, but I wouldn't say that love and kindness and compassion is like my superpower. Now, I am loving, I can be loving, and I can be kind, but I'm not necessarily a nurturer the way that she was. And I needed to reflect back to her so that she could see, wow, she was really, really actually good at being that nurturing, kind person. And people were going to her, were seeking out her help, were hiring her because they needed some of that loving and kindness in their lives. Right? And so when she was finally able to see and validate and claim that being a nurturer was actually her expertise, she was all of a sudden filled with energy, filled with confidence, and filled with clarity about what her next step in her business was, how we were going to be writing the messaging, how we were going to define her role in her brand. All of these things we're doing in our program, Crystallize, and it's super exciting because this is my zone of expertise, right? This is where I'm really good at. I can hear what women are saying, I can see their roadblocks, and I can uncover their talents and reflect it back to them. Often they're already saying it, but they can't hear it, and I am a mirror to them, and I can absorb what they're saying and just refashion it, reorganize it in a way that they can now clearly see their area of expertise. It is so beautiful when it works, and it just brings me so much joy. So, of course, when I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but it's when we can own and claim our expertise. And what I mean by owning and claiming expertise is that we hold it in our hearts, right? When we hold our expertise in our hearts, we don't have to compare to anybody else, right? Yeah, there might be another person who's really good at branding, at really good at instilling confidence. Yeah, there might be somebody else who's really good at nurturing. Yes, there might be somebody else who's really good at designing. Maybe there's somebody else really good at storytelling. But combined with your expertise, what you're really good with, combined with how you do it, that's a whole nother topic that we'll be talking about later in the coming weeks. But combined with what you're good at, how you do it, and why you do it, this trifecta makes you 100% unique. Nobody else is going to be doing exactly what you do. And when you get really clear of exactly what you're really good at, how you do it, and why you do it, you're going to be instilled with confidence and clarity so that you can really go out there and talk about what you're really good at without feeling icky, without feeling confused, without saying yes to everybody. So this gives you focus, this gives you confidence, this gives you impact. And when you have all of that, your perceived value goes up. And of course, when you have your perceived value, then that's when you can start raising your prices and charging people for the transformation that you will get them. Are you guys here with me? If you are, just like let me know, yes or boom. So, I'm missing some comments. Okay, so Ariane says, I love this so much. I always say pricing is totally a confidence game. 100% I agree with that. If you don't think what you're selling is gold, who will? Oh my gosh, amen, Ariane, 100%. So awesome. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to share, I had asked this question in the Savvy Luminary a little bit earlier. What are you an expert in? And I got some amazing feedback from all of you. And it just warms my heart that I can see you claiming and owning your expertise, right? So here we go. So, Renee said that she is an expert negotiator, and she was talking about all the things that she's negotiated for her business and her family. Not only do I see that as an expert negotiator, I see that as an expert money manager. I see that as an expert profit optimizer. Yes, and we could all use that in our business. And if we're confident, then we can negotiate well, right? So Latoya said that she was an excellent content strategy and an amazing storyteller. We all need these also in our brand, right? We all need to know how to talk about our brand in a way that gets people excited. And if you're not excited about your brand, well, believe you me, nobody else is going to be excited about it, right? Tomla says, I have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, you gave us a really good, I forget, I didn't write down what yours was, but I remember, Tomla, you had a really great one. I think that you also said that you were an excellent nurturer. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ariane, she had mentioned here in the comments, but earlier she said that she was an expert at pricing and business numbers. Natalie, if you're still here, of course, I have been a witness to Natalie's expertise in teaching and building community. Oh my gosh, I look up to her so much. I've learned so much from her. She's such an inspiration. And Tamla and Arye and Karen and Joanna and the counselor, thank you for sharing your expertise with us. And so this is a safe place here in the Savvy Luminary to share your expertise so that we can all support each other, right? Sometimes if you're like, working out and about and you run your own business and you're not really building a community, you're kind of by yourself and you don't have anybody to reflect these things with. I want you to use this place as a community to help solidify what you know, to get validation, to get support, right? And so earlier, I was talking about expertise. My expertise I've been kind of sprinkling out is that I'm an expert in self-doubt. That's at the root of what I do. Is I help women overcome and work through self-doubt so that they can get to that place of confidence and clarity. I am an expert in self-doubt because I have struggled with self-doubt my entire life. Self-doubt still comes in my way, and I've been learning how to quickly overcome it instead of like letting it take over. And this is why in the last like 6 months, no, almost a year, actually, since July, since I started this new business model, I've gotten really clear and confident about my expertise and what I can do for everybody. So I wanted to let you know that my 4th round of Crystallize is starting up in the summer. We're starting up in July, and I'm talking about it already because I am going to be taking 2 full weeks off, a much needed vacation, because I don't want to get burnt out and I want to start Crystallize summer session fresh. Crystallize is a 12-week program where we talk about our brands, where we get really crystal clear on our brand's vision, what we do, who we do it for, where we want to take our business, what's our purpose, what's our why. That's all in the vision. And then our brand voice. We talk about our brand story, our promise to others. We get really clear in our expertise and how we portray and write the messaging, how we talk about, how we find our clear, strong voice for our business, right? This is not copying anybody else. This is coming from our true hearts. And then we do the fun stuff. Oftentimes in our brands, we start off with style and the visuals, but really the style is a result of knowing our voice, of knowing our brand personality. And our voice and our brand personality is a result of our vision, right? So in Crystallize, you get 12 weeks of working on your brand's vision, voice, and style so that you can leave confident and clear with how to grow your business, right? So doors are open right now. I am now accepting applications, and I'm going to put a link here on how to book a call. If you book a call today, or if you at least schedule your session for today, and you schedule in the next 3 days, I will give you a fast action bonus just for the Savvy Luminaries here. I will give you an extra hour of one-on-one strategy with me. I charge $300 an hour when I'm working with my clients for strategy sessions because they leave with an action plan. They know exactly what to do next in their business. It is super valuable. So for these calls, I gift you 30 minutes to see where you are in your business right now, what's holding you back. And if I feel that you might be a good fit for my expertise, because I don't say yes to everybody, I want to make sure that I can actually help you. If I feel that I can help you, I may invite you to my 12-week program, Crystallize. Starts in July. It's 12 weeks of training, 12 weeks of group coaching, 4 hours of one-on-one with me, a full Astro Brand reading, and just so much more. The community that we build is always amazing, and I would love it if you joined me for the next round. Right now, the spring session, we're right in the middle of the spring session, and the women in the group right now, we are literally crafting our pillars of expertise, right? Our philosophy and our principles behind what we do. And it's been wonderful. And I know that the 2 previous rounds of Crystallize, they have already gone into the wild. They're already implementing and, selling out their services, selling out their workshops. They're posting on social media in a really confident and clear way. I've seen everybody who's gone through the 12 weeks really elevate their businesses, and I know I'm on the right path because their success, I'm only a success if the people that I help are also a success. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, so I want you to go out there, claim your expertise. If you are struggling with really claiming your expertise, ask yourself these questions. What am I an expert in? You are all an expert in something. And who needs your expertise? This will start the seed of confidence, right? If you did your new moon ritual this past Saturday, that's what I was talking about, all of our area of expertise and confidence. So I hope you will take me up on my gift to you to book a 30-minute call so we can get some clarity in your brand. And if you might be a good candidate for Crystallize, the brand coaching program that starts up in July, I may invite you. And right now it is an investment because you get so much. I am 100% stand by the price of this program. Now through the end of May, you get $500 off the program. And if you schedule a call today, you don't have to, the call doesn't have to be today, but if you schedule it today and it's over the next 3 days and you decide to join Crystallize, I will give you an extra hour of strategy session with me, and that's a $300 value. All right, well, everybody, thank you so much for joining me. And if you have questions, please put it in here. I will be looking at the comments over the next couple of days and happy to answer any questions. All right, have a good one, everybody. Bye.